5 minutes behind. I'm so sorry. I do have 2 on the list already for paid readings. Hope everybody's having a good night. The first person on the list is AB, and she has 2 questions, okay? So that's about a 20-minute read, just so everybody's aware. I hope everybody's doing good, though. I'm gonna get some of the after tarot. I hope everybody's having a good Friday. Channeled message deck out, tarot deck out. Now let's see, what other deck would I like to use today? These today, but of course I have my whole kit with me, but hope everybody's doing good. I'm just waiting for AB to hop on. I know I'm running a little bit behind, and she's the first person on the list. Sorry, I'm going in my cart here, getting my cards out. Hope everybody's doing good. Hi, I'm here. Hi, AB. How are you doing? Let me just turn off this fan because it's killing me. Hold on. I literally just hopped out the shower. Oh, well, that's not the one. Okay, sorry about that buzzing noise, guys. It's my mini fridge that I got. It's actually really nice, but it's just a little bit on the louder side. I'm still trying to figure out ways to like muffle it out, but let's get into AB's read. So you're the first person on the list. Thank you so much for patiently waiting, and how can I help you today? So let's see here. Did you put it in square, your question? If T is watching my socials, we're not in contact right now for a week. Okay, so let's see here. So let's get into it and let's see. Has he been watching your social media? Like, has D been watching your social media? Let's see. Okay, that was fast. 3 of Cups. Have you been posting on your social medias like, I don't know why I want to say medias, like it's more than one platform that he could be watching you on. We had a little split up and I just wanted space. Well, I do feel like he wants to reunite, especially with this card, 3 of Cups energy, and he also feels like you may be talking to somebody else or that you may have an emotional connection with somebody else. The reason why I'm saying that is because the 3 of Cups energy is a little bit of like an emotional entanglement. You know that. But with this energy, I'm getting more of like, I want to reunite with you. I want to see you, that kind of energy. And it's almost like he wants to get your friends to kind of like, it's almost like, because this is like a friendship based card or like a group oriented card, it could be kind of like, oh, you know, like me and AB, we're not talking right now because of this and this. Oh, you know, I know AB, like stuff like that. Okay. Now with the 5 of Cups energy in the reversal, he knows that maybe he messed up a little bit, but he feels like there's still optimism and there's still hope. He feels like your social media is kind of like up and down. Like he doesn't know if you're either depressed or like super happy and just kind of trying to be like, just trying to repost things that you've been through or something or overcome. But at the same time, with the 3 of Cups energy and the 5 of Cups energy, it's almost like polar opposite energies. But similarity. It's almost like that song Here by Alyssa Cara. I'm sorry if I seem uninterested. I'm indifferent. I don't know why I'm getting that energy right now. It's almost like he wants to invite you out. It's almost like he wants to reunite with you. I hope I don't bother the reading or say something bad. Will you do a general collective on this live? Sorry if you said before. I am going to do a general collective reading on this live after my paid readings. I am. I just had started a little bit late, so I wanted to do the paid readings first. But yes, I will. So with the Knight of Wands energy coming forth in the reversal position, this is almost like him stopping himself from taking like an adverse reaction. okay, or maybe acting like a little bit too quickly towards you and not giving you enough space. It's almost like he wants to kind of give you enough space and time to kind of gravitate towards him with the Temperance card coming in. Now, the next card you're getting is the Queen of Pentacles, though, in the reversal. Now, he feels like maybe your attention and your investment in love is placed elsewhere. Of course, Beatrice, thank you. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles energy coming forward, oh, sorry. With the Queen of Pentacles energy, you know that's Taurin, but it's in the reversal. It's almost like he feels like you want to be with somebody else, or you're focusing on something else, or you're just not prioritizing him. And I really don't feel like that's the case. Like, I feel like he's just not seeing it clearly. But with the Eight of Wands energy coming forth underneath the Three of Cups, it's almost like he wants to communicate with you in order to reunite with you. Through your social media, he feels like you're having a good time. You're posting really good stuff. But then there's sometimes you'll like repost some sad stuff, and he doesn't know if you're happy, sad, or if it's about him. And he gets kind of caught up in his head a little bit about it. But let's get into the Five of Cups energy. I'm going to pull out two from the top. Oh, gosh. So, toxic energy here, but he's also obsessed with watching your socials. That whenever that card comes out, and it's almost like he may have like a fake account or like a copycat account. I don't know why I wanted to say copycat account, a catfish account. But underneath the Knight of Wands, I'm just focused on work, and he's not my priority because he doesn't put in effort. I was gonna say like you might be focused on your coin because she's literally focused on the coin, but I was like, let me not, because that'll be super cliche. But I just felt like you were just focused on something else that is not him. Like, and I just wanted to generalize it in that format. But yeah, that completely makes sense here, especially with the energy being read. Now, with the Empress card in the reversal, he feels like you are not his, but he also feels like well, maybe you don't feel like he's treated you at the level of your worth, okay? Or maybe he feels like he's been a very complacent, not really there 100% of the time. But let's get into the Temperance card. You have the Hangman energy and the reverse. I'm not in the reverse of the upright. So this is almost like him waiting on the go-to from you and also observing your socials. So overall, I do feel like, yes, he is observing your socials because it's almost like waiting for the right moment. And when you're waiting for the right moment, you know, you like waiting for somebody to be single or waiting for somebody to calm down. You look at their posts, you look at what they're posting about, and it's kind of like that. But underneath the Queen of Pentacles, let's see. You have the King of Swords in the upright. So it's almost like, hey, talk to me, talk to me. Like he's like that. But you're just like, huh? What? Oh, okay. Like that kind of energy. And it's hard for him to feel connected with you when you do that. But at the same time, it's not your fault. I feel like you did try to give him 100% of your attention and like energy. And he kind of like messed that up big time. Okay, now with the Ace of Swords energy coming forth in the upright, this is also about a breakthrough and a victory through communication that you're going to be receiving. And I don't know why I feel like it's going to be a phone call. And maybe this is something you're not expecting, you're even focusing on because you're like, you know what, I've tried so much and given so much, you know? But let's get into the next card. You have the Nine of Cups energy. Now, with the Nine of Cups energy coming forth, this is also about self-satisfaction, okay? This is about a wish being granted, okay? And I also feel this is also kind of like him wanting to be selfish in this way of kind of being like, oh, I can still see you, I can still watch you on your page and shit like that, regardless if you like blocked him on his normal account. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. It's almost like this sly grin. And I'm not even receiving the Seven of Swords energy. But let's get into the next card. You have the Four of Swords, though. This is also about him laying in bed, like contemplating, thinking about you, and just scrolling through his phone, like scrolling on your page as well. But let's get into some channeled love notations for you before we transition to your next question. And then I'm going to get into the general collective read for everyone. Alright, so let's see. How is he feeling about you currently? Is he watching your socials? What's going on there? Let's shuffle this a couple times. Let's see what comes up for you. So you got a money message, and that's probably because you've been hyper focused on career and your bag and stuff like that. But it's almost like you may even receive like a promotion or something like that. But let's get into it just a little bit because it did come out for you. Dear Sue, you will receive a large amount of money soon, enough for a home, a car, and everything you will need for your true journey in life. This money has been destined for you for a long time. I know this will be hard for you. I'm sorry, hard to believe that this money has always been yours to receive. I needed to make sure that it was safe for you to receive. Your debt will be paid in full. Your past will be just that, your past. When you receive this money, it is important that you keep a low profile. In order to protect your wealth, you must pretend you have no wealth. You will never struggle again. You can have a peaceful life. This will happen this week. So it's almost like something's going to transition and transform within your life this week. And it could be in regards to like your career or maybe a heads up of like just a transition, a big transformation and change. And it's going to be very prosperous for you. So let's get into the next card. Dear Stu, if it's not this week, it's going to be very, very soon. Dear Stu, I want you to teach me how. I want you to train me to be great just like you. You are excellent at what you do. You inspire me to be myself regardless of what others may think of me. I don't know, I feel like you have somebody who you work with who has a crush on you. I want to work with you. I want to be husband and wife working side by side like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Let's make money together. So another kind of like making money together or just money oriented card. So this is interesting. Let's pull one from the top and also read the bottom. Dear Stu, it will take time for people to accept you as you are. You are valued more than you know, and your existence does matter. Although you may not see it just yet, things will get better despite all that they have said and done to break your spirit. You will come out stronger and more in love with yourself than ever. Now at the bottom you're receiving, Dear Stu, I'm sorry that I cannot give you what you need. I can barely provide for me. I feel ashamed, and I feel as though I don't deserve you. You have weathered every storm in our connection as well as within your very own life. You deserve the world, but I only give you part of it. You deserve the word love, but I say it when you are sleeping next to me in silence. Is also something coming forward. So it's almost like he has a hard time of being openly vulnerable with you, but it's almost like he's coming to terms with his feelings and emotions and wants to break that barrier that you guys have. Now he's giving you your space, but he's definitely going to gravitate back towards you heavily with communication with that Eight of Wands and that Ace of Swords that came in earlier. But I hope that gave you some insight for your first question. Feel free to post your second question whenever you're ready. No rush. And after that, guys, we're going to go into the general collective reading. Thank you guys so much for patiently waiting. And then we're going to dive into like love coming up and some money messages. Yeah, his energy with me was just so stank, like, lol. Thank you. My second question is just more info about the person. I'll go social media official. That's been coming up. I'm kind of excited. Well, exactly. And I do feel like there is a strong indicator that it could be D. But let's get into it and let's see here. And as I say, that 1313 is on the timestamp. So let's get into that. Hold on. 1313, angel number, love, meaning. When it comes to love, angel number 1313 often signifies a need to address potential worries or anxieties you might be harboring within your relationship, encouraging you to confront challenges openly and work on self-improvement to build a stronger connection. So it's almost like you're forcing him to see his reflection. I'm also hearing Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. I'm not a huge fan of him, but I like his music sometimes. It can also represent a period of self-reflection and inner work to overcome self-doubt and open your heart to authentic love. And I feel like that's the battle that he's trying to overcome, that I was trying to kind of like explain prior. Key points about 1313 in love: overthinking and worry. The 3 can signify overthinking and pessimism, suggesting you might be overly concerned about your relationship. The number 1 can represent self-doubt and tendency to isolate yourself emotionally, which could affect your love life. So it's almost like don't take too much time out for yourself. Like, be willing to be open and connect and talk about what really is bothering you. Open communication. Seeing 1313 encourages open communication with your partner to address any underlying issues and build trust. In your work, this number can also be a call to focus on self-improvement and personal growth to enhance your relationship. And you've been focusing on that. But let's get into the love, and let's see here who you're going to be official with. Now let's just see, is it going to be D, okay, that you're going to be official with? D might be a little bit more of a hermit, not really wanting to be out in the open, but then all of a sudden he might just post you randomly, like an appreciation post with the Empress card and the Hangman energy coming forth in the upright position. It's definitely a possibility, but it's almost like he's waiting on what you want and what you express. Because right now he's kind of depressed with the Nine of Swords energy coming forth in the upright. He feels kind of like this sense of rejection from you. Now, underneath the Hermit card, you have the Nine of Wands, and he's going to be very protective of the relationship. So I don't feel like it's going to be D. I feel like you're going to figure out your emotions in regards to like what you really want to do here, whether you want to progress in this connection or leave it behind. And you may just end up leaving it behind and getting into a relationship with somebody else that isn't D. I just wanted to see if it was D or not. But with underneath the Hangman, you have the Judgment in the reversal. It's almost like he's going to wait for you to change your mind about this, because he wants to be able to be there for you, especially in times of despair and like need and stuff like that, which is interesting. That's coming up, but it's almost like he's gonna put on a face like, oh, it doesn't matter if you don't would like. It's almost like you guys might get into an argument with, because he doesn't want to be as open about your relationship as you would like to be. It's almost like he's keeping you kind of like a secret, and it may very much irritate you. So that's D's energy. So it's not like he's going to be exited out of your life completely. It's just he's going to be a little bit more of a hermit. But let's see if it's going to be somebody that you know. So is it somebody that you know that you're going to be in an official relationship with? The Moon card, it's almost like you have this really strong intuitive feeling who it is. And this person could have a really strong air sign in their chart. I shuffle these cards. And with the Nine of Wands energy coming forward, it could be air or Capricorn. Okay, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. And Aquarius placement has been coming out a lot for you in regards to like love. You know, it took a break there for a little while, then it started to come right back around. So it's almost like you're matching up to that energetic frequency to where you're going to be able to break past some certain boundary or restrictions being placed on your love life. Now, the Nine of Cups energy, I do feel like you're going to be an official couple, and it's going to be very much a victory, and you're going to have your boundaries really strict. You might even block a lot of people who just played around with your emotions and heart, okay? And you may end up meeting this person through work with the Eight of Pentacles energy. Now, underneath the King of Swords, you have the World card. This person's going to be very much into the internet or may have like a social media platform, okay? Now, underneath the Nine of Wands energy, you have the Two of Cups energy coming forth. And both of you guys are going to keep your relationship private, but very public, if that makes sense. So it's almost like everybody's going to know you're together, but not like what's going on in your life, like anything that's like super, super crazy. Like people just know you're together, and maybe they know little details here or there, but they don't know anything that you don't open up about, okay? Basically, they don't know these details unless you tell them these details. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. With the Six of Wands energy, this is also about public appreciation and also PDA, which falls into official public relationship. Now you're also getting the King of Wands. This person could have really strong air and fire within their chart. Okay, you could meet this person during Aries season. Okay, especially with the King of Wands. It signifies Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius though. So it's not just like hyper focused on Aries. I just feel like that's the closest one. But let's see here. Yeah, as I say that, you have the Emperor card as well. This person could also be in a position of leadership or just very intelligent, very smart, has a tendency to like train others or help others a lot, okay? And this is also somebody who's not afraid to take charge, very attractive, into sports, okay, a lot, possibly football. I'm getting football energy as well. But let's get into the Oracle cards to see if there's any other tidbits that you can get for your official relationship. And I feel like it's not going to come into your life until you choose to walk away from things that no longer serve you, that are no longer fulfilling you 100%. But let's get into the Oracle cards and let's see. And I feel like you're starting to, but you're also giving people benefit of the doubt, and you don't want to be like a hard ass. And it's like, oh, you know what I mean? But let's get into it and let's see. Who's this official person with this official social media couple? Choose faith over fear. This is going to be somebody that you're going to think, oh, he's just like an F-boy, like when you look at his social media and stuff like that. But when you meet him in person, this could be somebody who's like super into plants and like, you know, like super into like, I don't know, vegetation, or like just very serene, not very as like you would think just looking at them or looking at their social media page that they probably like to party a lot, or they like to do all these different things, but really they like to be home most of the time. I don't know, I'm getting that energy, so maybe that's why they attracted a Taurus, because Tauruses are really grounded. And yeah, they like going out and going on adventures and stuff like that, but most of the time they like being home and creating an amazing home life for the person so that they can kind of like just stay out there. Okay. Kind of like when Taurans have kids, they'll like make their house kind of like the house for all the kids to come and hang out at, and like, you know, stuff like that. He is a plant dad. LOL. I don't know why I kept getting plants. Okay. But with the next card you're getting is my happiness is a choice I make. So choose faith over fear. So again, choice and choose. Well, choose and choice is also something coming forward. So once you choose to let some things go that you were probably afraid to let go of, or some people that you were afraid to let go of, and you were just like, you know what? No, I'm just going to fall headfirst in this. I'm not going to overthink this situation, and I'm just going to be in this relationship. It's almost like you just go with the flow with the situation. It ends up working out in your favor. But let's get a couple more cards. Let's pull one from the top, too. I know my soul is truly beautiful. I also feel like your next relationship, they're going to very much like post appreciation post, or like just in general. They just want to make sure that you feel appreciated, or that people know that you guys are together. So I do feel like this person is also going to remind you, like affirm to you, like how beautiful you are to them. The next card that you're getting is beauty is all around you. So like I said, so it's almost like that, like this person is going to be very much like, wow, okay, so this person is probably very much into like shopping and stuff like that you normally do with like your friends and stuff like that, but this person's like into looking good and like feeling good and like just honestly being their best version of their self. I will love myself is also something coming forth. I also feel like this person's going to allow you to begin again. I'm also hearing begin again by Purity Ring. The universe has a plan for me. It's almost like serendipity that you end up meeting this person. Okay, your energy is sacred as well. So it's also understanding that you don't have to say yes to almost every person who like wants to ask you on a date, who you have a spark with or chemistry with, just because you're like, you know, fuck it, let's go. It's okay to be like, you know what, no, I just really don't have a good feeling about this. I don't know why I feel like you're going to be sticking to your guns more, and it's going to be helping you redirect you faster to who you're needing to meet or wanting to meet. I am powerful and loved is also something coming forth. So a lot of reassurance coming from your partner as well. Okay, I also feel like your person is pretty powerful as well in the position of leadership. And I also feel like the both of you guys are going to go through your phases pretty quickly. With just like the moon, I will go through phases. Like, you know, like your honeymoon phase, or like your move-in phase, stuff like that. It's almost like you guys are going to be able to like really progress at a steady pace. But you just have to be open to that energy of kind of like giving up on like maybe some people who gave up on you a long time ago. But at the same time, they're still dwindling. They're still like in and out, and still kind of like making sure that you remember them. And you may end up making a choice to put an end to all of that, where you're just like, I don't want you coming in and out of my life like anymore. Like I'm getting that vibe. So it's going to end up redirecting you to the direction that you need to meet the person that you need to. Okay. But that's what I'm getting for you. Also, feel free to send in your channeled messages, like topics, unless you already posted it in there. But you have two mini messages, so feel free to let me know. But let's get into your welcome, love. But let's get into. You said, wait, Danny is like that and he's Sagittarius. Well, yes. Thank you. You're welcome, love. And I did it like originally for him. Like I put it out because I was like, let me just see if it's him, because I had this feeling like it could be him. And it's almost like he's waiting for you to make up your mind about something, but he's resistant and he is trying to be private. So it's almost like you guys may end up having a public-private relationship, where he's not going to really let you post his face or anything like that crazy, but he'll let you like post his hand or something. But it may irritate you at the end of the day, because you're going to be like, why don't we just take a picture? I don't know why I'm getting that energy too. You know? But that's what I'm getting for you. But let's get into the general collective reading for everybody. And let's see here, just for love. What's coming up with love for the general collective? What can they expect? The moon card energy. I don't know. I'm hearing that song. I've been having dreams, jumping on a trampoline, floating in the air. That one with the moon card energy coming forth. It's almost like some of you guys are going to be having some really vivid, freaking dreams and intuitive notations, and it's in relation to love. Let's just say you thought, okay, it was just a dream. Like you woke up and you're like, oh, it's just a dream. They're not going to propose to me, or they're not going to do that, or they're not going to do this. It's like it will actually eventually happen. Like I don't know why I'm getting like you're about to make your dreams a reality within your love life here, okay? And open communication is going to be something that's going to be pretty evident here with the Eight of Pentacles. It's almost like somebody wants to build towards something like a practical plan with the Eight of Pentacles energy, and it's going to come towards you random that this person wants to express this plan towards you. It's almost like this person wants to involve you in what they want within the reality for the future, so they're going to be open with you about some things, and it's going to be very random. It could be a couple of different things and also a couple of different people. One person that you would expect and another person that you do not. Maybe somebody that you expected to be with. I also feel like somebody's willing to make truce with the Five of Wands energy, and we got into a really big argument and you didn't really know for certain if they were going to like come back, and maybe both of you guys were just not really like feeling it, and you were kind of like irritated by each other's presence a bit. Now this is a generalized collective reading, so take the energy that resonates and leave the rest out. There's also, you might get a trigger warning, or like a, I'm sorry, not a trigger warning. You might get kind of like a warning spiritually, like a dream or something of that nature, to like where it's warning you about somebody's jealous ex or jealous partner or something of that nature, and they could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarian, okay? Now you're also receiving the Two of Swords energy underneath the Eight of Pentacles. Now when it comes up like this is almost like, it's almost like you're having to make a choice between two different individuals or two different options, whether you want to continue with this person or not. And it's almost like this person keeps wanting to reverse your judgment call, your final judgment call on this situation. About like being like, you know what, I think this is just not working out. And maybe this person is kind of debating whether or not they want to get rid of a third party in order to be with you. With the Two of Pentacles energy coming forth and the Three of Swords, and this could also be somebody making a choice. This could also be you making a choice between two different lovers or two different people or two different options or something of that nature. The Three of Swords energy underneath the Two of Pentacles. But underneath the Five of Wands, you're getting the Knight of Swords. Now this is generalized collective, so take the energy that resonates, leave the rest out. It's almost like somebody's going to come through with quick communication and action on top of it. It's almost like, you know what, hey, no, like reassurance. It's almost like you're saying, you know what, you don't like want me anymore, whatever. I guess we're just going to stop talking. Like, don't even bother reaching out. And this person's like, you know what, no, like, I think you're just really in your head about a lot of things, and like, we should just hang out and like talk about this. And, you know, we can do that today or we can do that tomorrow. Like, it's almost like with a set plan behind it. And that's evident here with the Eight of Pentacles as well. But let's get into another one. You have the Nine of Swords. And some of you guys are really facing a lot of like deep depression. A lot of like things are coming your way and you're facing them like alone. And you're juggling potentially like a third party situation for some of you guys. Now with the Two of Wands energy in the upright, or maybe you're struggling, or maybe there's somebody resisting, kind of like reuniting with you in this moment as well, which is interesting for the general collective. But the Two of Wands signifies that there's going to be a reconnection. A very deep and intimate one, to where somebody's going to be very like touchy with you maybe the next time they see you, and like very like affirmative of their emotions, and very like in the moment, like not on their phone, or like they're going to be very much there with you, present, to where they make you feel appreciated because they understand that you're probably pretty, it's almost like something hit them like emotionally, to where they may have realized of how alone that you have been, or how alone that you generally are, when you shouldn't necessarily. It's almost like this person's thinking like, man, they don't really deserve to be like alone like that. I don't know why I'm getting that energy. And it's almost like because of your strength and resilience, you're very, very close to a victory here with your significant others, okay, for the general collective. But let's get into the money and the career. Alright, so any money and career blessings coming up for the general collective soon. Any promotions, any fun stuff. What's happening here? The general collective. Some of you guys are in the building slowly but surely phase, but I also feel like there's somebody who is paying attention to your hard work to where it's going to eventually pay off. And it's almost like you have been making small, for those of you guys who have been investing and like making small investments here or there, because remember this is money related too. This could be coming around, like maybe it's multiple investments that you made that's going to end up being like a large payout for you. Or let's just say you're on social media and you made like a whole bunch of posts, and then all of a sudden, let's just say you got approved for like ads or something else to like where you're able to generate revenue off of like your view count or like the content creation or your merch, or maybe you needed to reach a certain amount of sales. I don't know, I'm getting that too. And that's going to be obtained. Now, you're also getting the Ten of Swords. Now, this is going to be putting an end. Once you get this bag, like once you get this like promotion or like extra cash, it's going to put an end to the way that you, I don't know, maybe you guys were waiting on like I don't know, major loan or something like that in order to kind of change the direction of which you were going. Maybe you were like really overworking yourself, and maybe you just felt like you were really stuck in the past the majority of the time. And it's almost like you're gonna get like some kind of large reward or payout based off of like you putting up with everybody's BS, putting up with kind of like people wanting to take your spot too in the position that you're going after at times. These could also be fake friends who like gossip about you, the Three of Cups energy there. With the Temperance card underneath the Ace of Pentacles, almost like it's been a really long time coming since like you've gotten your promotion. Okay. And for my entrepreneurs out there, sometimes your promotion comes as like an increase in your followers or an increase in your subscriptions or clientele. Okay. And sometimes, you know, that's what that is. That's what the promotion is from the divine. Now, the next one you have is the Page of Pentacles underneath the Ten of Swords. Now, this is something that is small but very generous, that is going to put an end to a certain way that you've been doing things or handling business, or even like where you've been working. Maybe this is another opportunity going to approach you that's going to put an end to a previous opportunity that is kind of like long and gone. Like long gone, sorry. Underneath the Seven of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands in the reversal. It's almost like people are coming at you multiple ways. Some of you guys are going to be reaching a personal accolade. Maybe if you are wanting to obtain more clients, I'm hearing be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. So let's just say if you're wanting more business, more clients, more sales, whatever it is, it's going to end up coming in as an overload, okay? To the point where you're going to kind of be like, well, what's going on? What am I doing differently? And it's like literally you're not doing anything differently. It's just a matter of like it's the right time and the right moment. Now, the next one you have is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is going to lead to some really strong, structured, independent success, especially financially for the general collective. But let's get into just some overall messages. We're going to use the Oracle card deck, and then we're also going to go into the Love deck too. But let's see some general messages. All right, so you're getting enjoy the now. There's going to be somebody who's going to be able to put you in the present moment. And maybe some of you guys have been really having a hard time with that, because maybe you get really complacent in the moment, or you get really in your head and you just like, wait, what? You know, that kind of vibe, and it's just really hard for you. But I feel like that's going to change soon. I will love myself is also something coming forth, the general collective. The peace I seek resides within me is also coming up. So it's almost like you're going to find a lot of peace within your solitude, peace within your loneliness, peace within kind of like not getting what you want exactly and just pushing forward for some of you guys. But right when you do that and detach, it's almost like that's when your manifestation it comes in. Now, the universe is a plan for me is also coming in, and your energy is sacred. Some of you guys don't realize that you're being secluded and you're not somebody who's going to have like a whole bunch of like random options and stuff like that, because your energy is sacred. You're not wanting to connect with a whole bunch of other people. You're just kind of like wanting somebody who's really real and true. So what they do, they keep the princess locked in the tower most of the time. You know, entertainment purposes only. By no means am I granting you medical, professional legal advice at any time. Take a rest and sleep the rest out. But let's get into it just a little bit more. I I am powerful and love. Some of you guys are going to be getting a promotion soon. And I also do feel like other people are going to be happy for you, genuinely happy for you, especially your coworkers. You are energy. You are magic is something coming forth. So some of you guys are going to be literally living in your manifestation pretty soon. Whether that is like changing your career or like a car or something like that. I don't know, I'm getting cars energy, like different cars. Okay, upgrading vehicles. I'm also seeing vacations and flights, and not necessarily by train or by boat, but take like flights energy as well. But let's get into the next one you have. The universe is speaking this with all your heart, and some of you guys have been ignoring these spiritual notations and signs the spirit has been trying to like show you and literally just redirect you towards, whether it's like an angel number or like a song that keeps playing over and over that's not usually on the radio, like that kind of energy, and you're never usually listening to that radio station, but for some reason when you play that song it plays again on the other station, and even when you put up Pandora that's the song that it plays, like that kind of energy to where you can't run away from the message, but it's almost like you choose to. You're almost like, yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to do that. But patience is within me is coming forth, and maybe you've been patient long enough. But I do feel like sparks are gonna fly when you see this person that's meant to be in your life. Okay, General Collective. I also feel like maybe you've been waiting long enough for your person to come back around and kind of like tell you if they really wanted to be in a relationship with you or not. And I feel like they're coming to terms with how they feel about you and is going to be expressing that soon. But that's what we're getting. I was gonna get into some love messages, but I was like, nah, I'm okay. It's getting kind of late, guys. And I hope that you have a beautiful on the East Coast. But I hope that you guys have a beautiful night. And until next time, I am available for readings. I can get them delivered first thing in the morning. So if you guys are interested in getting a private reading with me, please feel free to reach out to me, or you can just book on my site now. I have open availability for that. It's a short amount of time. It's 11 to 2 that I'm open for private reading bookings for same day delivery. But those are the open slot times. So there's plenty of time to get a reading with me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, bye for now.